Night after night, we'd sit and wait for the morning light. But we've waited far too long for all that's wrong to be made right.
Day after day, wishing all our cares away, trying to fight the things we feel, but some hurts never heal. Some ghosts are never gone, but we go on, we still go on.
And you find some way to survive, and you find out you don't have to be happy at all. To be happy you're alive.
Day after day, give me clouds and rain and gray. Give me pain if that's what's real. It's the price we pay to feel. The price of love is lost, but still we pay. We love anyway.
And when the night is finally gone, and when we see a new day dawn, we'll wonder how we wandered for so long, so blind. The wasted world we thought we knew, the light will make it look brand new. So let it shine, shine, shine. Day after day, after day, find the will to find our way, knowing that the darkest eyes will someday see the sun. When our long night is done, there will be light. There will be light. When we open up our lives, sons and daughters, husbands, wives, and fight that fight. There will be light. There will be light. There will be light. There will be light.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our second virtual cabaret for Voices of Note called We Need Some Light. We are so happy and honored that you're spending your Thursday night with us. I am one of your hosts for the evening, Shane Mason, and I have been a member of the AGMC for the past 7 years and a former president.
And I'm Katie Shelton, and I'm Shane's mom. We are so excited. This event tonight kicks off Voices of Note's Keep the Light Shining fundraiser. So if you would like to donate tonight, you can go to voicesofnote.org, or you can text LIGHT to 707070. Or you can donate to our OnlyFans. But only click on those links, the ones that you see tonight. Don't click on any other links.
That's right, Katie. Much like the 2016 presidential election, our last cabaret was also hacked by the Russians. So, Katie, tell me, what have you been up to? What have you done to occupy yourself during the COVID pandemic?
Not a whole lot. I've tried and failed to grow vegetables in my backyard, and I successfully taught my cats to high five.
Well, that's pretty cool.
What about you, Shane?
You know, Katie, I have found this time to be very introspective. Thinking about my future, looking at my 401k after the economic collapse and the falling of the stock market has left me in doubt about where my future will be when it's time for me to retire.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can rely on having a 401k. So I've decided to start a business of my own when it's time to retire.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it?
Yes. Well, the business is going to be geared towards the elderly. And you know, Katie, there's a stigma related to the elderly. People say that the elderly aren't sexual. You know,
Oh.
people are shun those who are older that still want to participate in sex. They want to be sexual and intimate. So my business is going to be called Feels on Wheels.
Okay. And what is it?
Yes, it's going to work much like Meals on Wheels. Only after you have your meal delivered, myself or a team member of mine will show up with a walker and get you off.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yes, I think that will build a strong economic future for my retirement.
Wow. And, speaking of a strong economic future, our sponsors tonight are Bloomberg Philanthropies, Brandon D. Hunt Designs, City of Atlanta Office of Cultural Affairs, Dan Lax Media, Fulton County Commissioners, and the Georgia Council for the Arts.
Yes, and we're super proud of all of our sponsors. And can you believe that we are going into the 40th season of the AGMC?
Wow, 40. I think that's the number of times I've showered this year.
Ew.
The AWC is going into its 8th season. And for the first time this year, we actually held virtual auditions. But even though all of our concerts for the foreseeable future are virtual, we had a bunch of people audition, and we have a bunch of new members, and everyone's really excited.
The same thing with the AGMC. We had our first virtual auditions as well, and we added several men to the chorus, and we're so excited about that. Katie, everything has gone virtual now. We're virtual at work, we're virtual at home, and we're virtual in our entertainment that we bring to you. This year, for the first time ever, we will be bringing you our holiday concerts virtually.
Last season, between the two choruses, we had 6 concerts total that we had planned. But due to the pandemic, we were only able to perform 3 of those concerts in person.
That's right, Katie. And in those 3 concerts, we sold more tickets than we sold in the 6 we performed the season before.
That's right.
And that's largely due to all of you out there watching, our dedicated audience and fan base. But you know what? Let's get into the music.
Let's do
the
it.
reason we're here. And I am super excited about this first number because it comes from the hit television show Smash.
Ooh, I love Smash. I think Bombshell from Smash is probably my favorite fake musical of all time. What about you, Shane?
I would say my favorite fake musical of all time would be Springtime for Trump. Hitler. Sorry, Hitler. A little Freudian slip. However, we can't forget about Cats.
Cats. Actually, that was a real musical.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyway, so I spoke to the performers of our first number, Chris McKnight and Jerry Dowdy, and asked them what their inspiration was for the song. Chris told me that this song meant to him fighting for your dreams, really striving for your dreams, and having the passion and hope to wait until that dream comes true. And Jerry simply said, because it's fucking fun to sing. So, gentlemen, take it away.
Fading on a girl with a hunger for fame and a face and a name to remember. The past fades away because as of this day, Norma Jean's gone, she's moving on. Her smile and your fantasies play a duet that will make you forget where you are. The music starts playing, it's the beat of her heart saying, let me be your star. The last back to a girl with a song in her heart, and she's waiting to start the adventure. The fire and drive that make dreams come alive, they fill her soul. She's in control. The drama laughter, the tears just like pearls, where they're all in this girl's repertoire. It's all for the taking, and the magic it will making. Let me be your star. I'll just have to forget the hurt that came before. Forget what used to be. The past is on the cutting room floor. The future is here with me. Choose me. Made up on a star with it all in her sights. All the love and the light that surround her. Someday she'll think twice of the dues and the price she'll have to pay. She'll have to pay, but not today. But not today. No, she'll do what she can for the love of one man and the millions to love from afar. All you've been needing, it's all here and my heart's bleeding. Let me be your star.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye, I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once, right, sir? Oh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see I've gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham! One shot, one gunshot and bam! Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart to drum and nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my parade.
Wow, it's a shame that she just can't sing. You know, Katie, if 2020 came with a theme song, that would be it.
I agree. You know, I spoke to Emma about that song, and she said that Don't Rain on My Parade was her most frequently sung shower song. And it's like, we get it, Emma. You still bathe regularly in 2020. Like, congratulations.
Which is more than we can apparently say for you, right? Anyway, so our next song is from the AGMC summer concert of 2018 entitled Peachtree and Broadway. And Katie, I have a little fun fact for you about that.
Ooh, what is it?
Yes, so I was originally cast as the lead in the first number of this concert.
What happened?
Well, one, I'm a sadist for education, so I was back in school. And two, I felt like, I was maybe a little too butch for the concert for this number. So, anyway.
Okay. Well, folks, here's the AGMC with If You Were Gay from Avenue Q.
An afternoon alone with my favorite book, Broadway musicals of the 1940s. No roommate to bother me. How can it get any better than this?
Oh, hi, Rod.
Hi, Nicky.
Hey, Rod, you'll never believe what happened to me on the subway this morning. This guy was smiling at me and talking to me.
That's very interesting.
He was being real friendly. I think he might have been coming on to me. I think that he might have thought that I was gay.
So, why are you telling me this? Why should I care? I don't care. What'd you have for lunch today?
Well, you don't need to get all defensive.
I'm not getting defensive! What do I care about some gay guy you met, okay? I am trying to read.
Well, I didn't mean anything by it, Rod. I just think it's something that we should be able to talk about.
Well, I do not want to talk about it, Nicky. This conversation is over.
Yeah, we're wrong.
Over!
Okay, but just so you know, if you were gay, that would be okay. I mean, 'cause hey, I'd like you anyway, because you see, if it were me, I would feel free to say that I was gay, but I'm not gay.
I am trying to read! What?
If you were queer, I'd still be here, year after year, because you're dear to me, and I know that you would accept me too, if I told you today, guess what, I'm gay, but I'm not gay, I'm happy, just being with you. So what should it matter to me what you do in bed with guys? If you were gay, I'd shout, hooray! I'd shout, hooray! And here I stay, but I wouldn't get in your way. Count on me to always be beside you every day, to tell you it's okay, you were just born that way, and as they say, it's in your DNA, you're gay. If you were
It's such a happy piece. Everyone, I have the pleasure of introducing our next number by Ricardo Fuentes. It is a Schubert piece in German entitled Frühlingsschlag, which translates to faith in spring in English. His inspiration in choosing this piece is a metaphor of the need to change and transform as we experience rough times. The spring always follows the winter, and with it brings new life and new hope. What a beautiful message, sung by a beautiful voice in such a time of doubt and uncertainty. Ricardo is accompanied by Wynn on the piano for this piece.
Sie säuseln und wiehen Tag und Nacht. Sie schaffen an allen Enden, an allen Enden. O frischer Duft und neuer Klang, o neuer Klang, nun armes Herze sei nicht bang, nun muss ich alles werden, nun muss ich alles werden. Die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag. Man weiß nicht, was noch werden mag. Das Leben will nicht enden, es wird nicht enden. Es blüht das fernste, tiefste Tal. Es blüht das tiefste Tal. Nun armes Herze sei nicht bang. Nun muss ich alles werden. Nun muss ich alles werden.
Wow, that really was a Frühlingsglaube. So if you feel inspired to donate tonight, just a reminder, you can go to voicesofnote.org or you can text LIGHT to 707070.
Katie, I need to interject really quickly. We're getting a breaking weather alert here. Apparently, there is a tropical storm in the name of Renee that is forming out in the Atlantic. But much like Renee Sansei's performances in the Ho Show, it's expected to just spin out to sea and not become much of a threat. Anyway, enough about the weather. I'm so excited about this next number.
Oh, me too. This next number features my absolute favorite member of the AWC of all time. This is someone who I've known for years, who has really inspired me from day one. And it also features Jamie.
Love is but a song we sing, fears the way we die. together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns to us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Yeah, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song we sing, you will understand. Hold the key to love and fear, all in the trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Yeah, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Try to love one another right now.
Can't Help Loving That Man of Mine, from the Oscar Hammerstein and Jerome Kern Broadway musical, Schubert. Hello, I'm Jeffrey McIntyre. And almost 40 years ago, that was one of the pieces the Atlanta Gay Men's Chorus performed at its very first public appearance on October 18, 1981. I started AGMC, and I've been honored to be its artistic director 3 times. In 1927, the lights came up on Showboat, and that show shined a light on important issues of the time. In October of 1981, the lights came up on the Atlanta Gay Men's Chorus for the first time. Almost 50 brave and talented men stood on the stage in a small church on North Highland Avenue in Atlanta and sang to a packed house. We had no idea in that moment what we'd started or how long it would last. And since that night, AGMC has done many wonderful things. They've sung on every major stage in Atlanta with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, the Atlanta Ballet, in churches, including some churches that turned us away in the early days, and even on sports fields. They've sung all over this state, all over this country, and abroad. They've sung about the relationship between gay men and religion, between gay men and our fathers, and have comforted gay men and our families in heart-wrenching loss. We've sung to you, about you, for you, in times of great celebration and grief. Since that night in 1981, the Atlanta Gay Men's Chorus has given voice to our lives. I was asked why I wanted to start AGMC, and the answer is pretty easy. I wanted to shine a light on who we really are. Not the negative, awful, hateful stories of the past, devoid of love and value, but the wonderful, talented, smart, witty, and loving people I know us to be. I wanted to shine a light on the truth of our lives, to tell our stories on our terms through music. That naturally leads to the question of, why do we still need a gay men's chorus? And the answer is clear. Because there are plenty of people who still want to tell those old, awful, hateful stories that just aren't true. Being out and out there matters. And in some ways, it matters more now than ever. 40 years of a gay arts organization in the Deep South is a big deal. But right now, the music is interrupted for the first time in those 40 years. And now, AGMC needs you. Because of COVID-19, the chorus, now over 100 brave and talented men, can't gather to rehearse and can't gather audiences for performances. The Atlanta Gay Men's Chorus and its parent organization, Voices of Note, which now includes the wonderful Atlanta Women's Chorus, has started a campaign entitled Keep the Light Shining. So I call on you to help keep that light shining with a financial contribution. If you have ever sung in AGMC or the Women's Chorus, if you've been in the audience, if you felt that pride that your gay chorus was on the steps of the state capitol, or singing in City Hall, or the first gay organization in the 4th of July parade on Peachtree Street, or singing at a memorial, I hope you will help. I do. I contribute every month because the Atlanta Gay Men's Chorus has given me and all of us so much. And it is important to me that its light continue for another 40 years and more. I hope it's important to you as well. Please be generous.
Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Eyes, hair, mouth, figure, dress, voice, style, movement, hands, magic, rings, glamour, face, diamonds, excitement. I came from the people, they need to adore me. So Christian Dior me, from my head to my toes. I need to be dazzling, I want to be rainbow high, with magical color. I see your true colors shining through. I your true colors. And that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Oh, friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. You'll find a rainbow. Rainbow, baby, trust me, I know. Life is scary, but just put those colors on, girl. Come and play along with me tonight. You gotta learn to let go. Put the past behind you, trust me, I know. The ghosts will try to find you, but just put those colors on, girl. Come and paint the world with me tonight. Na na, na na na. Ooh, ooh, Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Beautiful, want to be a reading rainbow. You'll find a rainbow.
Wow, that was an absolutely amazing block of entertainment. And it showcases who we are. It showcases the talent that we have and the history that is a part of this organization. Katie, you and Jamie did a phenomenal job with your performance.
Thank you.
Jeffrey, thank you so much for creating this organization, for having the strength to create such a wonderful, beautiful body of work over the past 40 years. AJ, that was absolutely amazing, and I know your inspiration was based on the most visible symbol of our community, the LGBT community, the rainbow flag, and it was absolutely beautiful. In fact, I can't think of anything more gay than that performance, than perhaps if Paul Lynde could sing and we somehow placed him in every one of the Hollywood squares.
You know, I agree. And I have to say, I really liked that guy in the yellow shirt. I'm not sure who he was or who any of them were, but I think the yellow shirt guy is a true talent.
He was particularly phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Our next performance is from one of our extremely talented AGMC members, Jay Wynn. And I love this story because Jay literally found this song on a Google search. 2 days before video submissions were due. He had never heard the song before, but he was looking for something that could express what he was going through personally and the experience of what all of us are going throughout this COVID pandemic. And this song spoke to his heart, and we hope it speaks to yours.
Come to sing a song about hope. I'm not inspired much right now, but even so, I came out here to sing a song, so here I go. I guess I think that if I tinker long enough, one might appear. And look, it's here. One verse is done. The work's begun. I come to sing a song about hope. In spite of everything ridiculous and sad, though I'm beyond belief, depressed, confused, and mad. Well, I got dressed. I underestimated how much that would take. I didn't break until right now. I sing of hope, don't know how. So maybe I could substitute strength, because I'm strong enough. I got through all the things I didn't think I could, and you did too. That much is true. And so we sing a song about hope. Though I can't guarantee there's something real behind it, I've got to try and show myself that I can find it. So for today, when life is crazy and impossible to bear, it must be there. Fear never wins, that's what I hope. See, I said hope. The work begins.
Our next song is performed by Stephanie Post, who has been a member of the Atlanta Women's Chorus for 7 seasons now. This is her 7th season. And Stephanie's mom passed away in March of this year. And she said that being a part of the Atlanta Women's Chorus, even when we have to rehearse and perform virtually, has really helped her get through a difficult time and helped her to make her feel more like herself again. So Stephanie dedicates this song to her mom.
I see the sunrise from my window. It must have risen every day, but I couldn't see it all. The shadows were too tall, but I'm seeing it today. I could see the people speaking. Couldn't hear a word they say, just the echo
That was so beautiful and truly inspiring. It really inspires me to give, and I hope it inspires you to give as well. Because I know there is goodness in your heart, and I know that you want to give. So text LIGHT to 707070, or go to our website, www.voicesofnote.org now to donate. So Katie, speaking of giving, did you know that the sexual position 69 has now been renamed 96?
I did not know that. Why?
Well, because of the rising cost of inflation and the economic collapse, the cost of eating out has now gone up.
Oh, that makes sense. So our next couple of performances include a variety of themes, including bird homicide, a song inspired by Doris Day and a jockstrap,
and a full women's chorus performance all about the B2 section of the AGMC. We hope you enjoy it.
Spring is here, a spring is here. Life is skittles, life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me while we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies they try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun shining bright, everything seems alright when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. La-da, la-da-dee-da-da, la-doo-da-da, la-da-dee-da-da. We've caused much anxiety and gained notoriety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we poison the pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the ones we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to the pigeons. It just takes a smidgen to poison the pigeon in the park.
Hey there, Blair! Hey, hiya, hi! This is weird. I can see that. But it's not what it looks like. Could you put the bat down? No? Please, hold on. I'll explain. I will show you that I'm not insane. Listen, Blair, and you'll see we are destiny. Blair, I need you around me. That's why I broke in your place. That's why you came home and found me with your jockstrap pressed to my face. 'Cause Blair, you may not recall the day that we met, but it's a day I'll never forget. The Stop and Shop produce aisle, I got all wrapped up in your smile. And then I bumped right into your leg with my cart, and that bump started a song in my heart. You turned and said, "What the hell?" And well, Blair, that's a moment I fell. If it's a crime, to follow a guy all the way home and memorize his address, then I guess I am guilty of loving you to excess. And Blair, I may not be in very good shape, but I can climb a fire escape, and I don't even mind that you shut your living room blind. 'Cause Blair, I bought a real nice camera with zoom, found me a tree with a view of your room, and Blair, it makes me weep that you look so cute when you sleep. If it's a crime to take some pictures of a guy in various states of undress, then I guess I am guilty of loving you to excess. I see you eyeing up that window, Blair, but please let me speak. I'm not some psycho like that guy you took to Chili's last week. He didn't even try to open up the door for you as you left the bar, and so I hit that asshole with my car. And Blair, I am a sweet and amorous guy. I carved your name into my left thigh. I wrote you a love haiku out of all the blood that I drew. And Blair, I stole a mannequin from the mall, made me my very own Blair Bear doll. But he stares at other guys, so I gave him 2 black eyes. If it's a crime to take a doll into a restroom and make a little bit of a mess, then I guess I am guilty of loving you to excess. So Blair, just take my hand and please be my spouse. We'll live in a bunker I built neath my house. We'll spoon in the candlelight and I'll sniff your feet every night. And Blair, Sundays I'll unlock you from your chain. We'll have a nice dinner and sip champagne. We'll make sweet love all night long, just you and me. And my mom, if it's a crime to hold a guy's grandmother hostage until he agrees to say yes, then I guess I am guilty. I confess I am guilty, like sentenced to life, guilty of loving you to excess. So what do you say, Blair?
My name is Shari Lakey, and I have been singing with the Atlanta Women's Chorus for 4 years. During the Grit and Grace concert, I was honored to do the solo for All About That Bass. It was a moment in the show where we were singing and dancing, and us having so much fun on stage made the audience enjoy it even more. The entire Grit and Grace concert really spoke to the strength that we have as humans and specifically as women. We did a number called Till It Happens to You, and it really spoke to minority issues, sexual assault, and Black Lives Matter, and so many other issues that we're still dealing with to this day. Being a part of Vaughn and Atlanta Women's Chorus is important to me because we band together during times like this. We hold each other's hands and we speak up and speak out against these issues. So I really hope that you enjoy this number. I really hope you enjoy our YouTube channel, and I hope that this number brings you as much joy as it did us.
Because you know I'm all about that bass. I'm all about that bass, about that bass. No trouble. I'm all about that bass, about that bass. No trouble. I'm all about that bass, about that bass.
Bass, 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 bass.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I be shaking, shaking like I'm supposed to. 'Cause I got that boom, boom, that all the good trace.
All the right jump in all the right places.
But in that Photoshop, you know that shit ain't real. Come on now, make it
if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, that bass. 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 Because you know I'm all about that bass, that bass. 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 You know I'm all about that bass, that bass. I'm all about that bass, that bass. I'm all about that bass, that bass. I'm all about that bass, that bass, that bass, that bass. Hey, hey.
Wow, you know, I love Meghan Trainor songs. She always sings about female empowerment and body positivity, you know, just like she does in her new song WAP with Cardi B.
Well, Katie, actually, that's not the same Megan.
Oh.
And in this case, we'll just say that WAP stands for Wonderful Ass Performance.
Okay. Well, speaking of wonderful ass performances, here is Chris Turner with Rise Up.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you, yeah. When the silence isn't quiet and you feel like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet and move mountains, bring the world to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you, yeah. All we need, all we need, all we need is hope. each other. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise, and we will rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up in spite of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up in spite of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves, I'll rise up in spite of the ache. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you.
All right, we'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight. That does it for me and Shane. We'd like to give a special thanks to all of our season sponsors, our donors who know the value of great arts organizations and what they bring to the world, and of course to all of our amazing performers who continue to bring us light in dark times.
And thank all of you for helping us to keep the light shining and helping us to keep the lights on. I was going to end this evening with a Casey Anthony joke, but my mother would kill me. So instead, I'll give you the link again to text. You can text LIGHT to 707070 or go to www.voicesofnote.org. We hope that you've had the time of your life.
Every time of my life, no, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
I've been waiting for so long for someone to come along within 6 feet.
Saw the writing on the wall, had to plan this virtual fantasy.
Now push passion through the screen, show you what you really mean. Gratefully, we can't take each other's hands, and yet still we understand we're family. Just remember,
music's the one thing
we can't get enough of.
So we made this one thing
to send on up, because I've had the time of my life. No, I never saw like this before. A concert on YouTube, but we do it all for you.
with my singers at home. We have our rehearsals on Zoom.
Yeah, we do too. I can't hear a single thing, so I just say, sounds great, guys. Really, really nice. Bravo.
Yes, I know the times are strange. That's why we had to make a change.
And remember, music's the one thing
you
love you with love, because I've had the time of my life. No, I never sang this way before. A concert on YouTube, I keep doing all for you. Had the time of my life. No, I never sang this way before. A concert on YouTube, I keep doing all for you.
We're doing this?
Time of my life. Oh, I never sang this way before.
Never
Concert
this way.
on YouTube, but we do it all for you. I had the time of my life. No, I never sang this way before. A concert on YouTube, but we do it all for you. 'Cause I had the time of my life. No, I never sang this way before. A concert on YouTube, but we do it all for you.
We need some light. First of all, we need some light. You can't sit here in the dark and all alone. It's a sorry sight. It's just you and me. We'll live, you'll see.
Night after night, we'd sit and wait for the morning light. But we've waited far too long for all that's wrong to be made right.
Day after day, wishing all our cares away, trying to fight the things we feel, but some hurts never heal. Some ghosts are never gone, but we go on. We still go on.
And you find some way to survive, and you find out you don't have to be happy at all. To be happy you're alive.
Day after day, give me clouds and rain and gray. Give me pain if that's what's real. It's the price we pay to feel. The price of love is lost, but still we pay. We love anyway.
And when the night is finally gone, and when we see a new day dawn, we'll wonder how we wandered for so long, so blind. The wasted world we thought we knew, the light will make it look brand new. So every time of my life. I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth. Owe it all to you. 'Cause at least us two knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. Oh, burden is he who will bear. For I know he would never weigh me down. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. If I'm driven on, I'm driven by dust, that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on our way to there, why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. He